And one final question, Mr. Bryant. What do you see that makes this trader so special?
I see a calmness. There's a serious calmness about him, which is extremely deadly. Right? Because he's not up, he's not down, he's not contemplating what just happened before or worrying about what's to come next. He's just there.
All right, I'm long inside of this fair value gap. Looking to take a small partial above this high. All right, I'm going short here. Come on now, that's too easy.
I come on record and tell y'all, when it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
I'm buying this fair value gap. I'll take that.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, chat? What's up, family? Good morning. You know I had to bring it back. I had to. Special occasion, huh? What's up? Good morning, good morning. Good morning. I got only subscribers in the chat. I just learned how to turn that on last night, so I know everybody who's commenting right now is part of our 20,000. We got the real ones in here. Good morning. Let's go. Who we got in here? Who we got? Michael, what's going on? What's up, Hunter? Gabriel, Eric, Micah, ICT Glory. That's interesting. Sour cream, that's different. I see y'all. DG, John Doe. We got everybody in here this morning. What's up, Tyler? Ahmed. Let's do it. Let's do it. From Nevada. What's up, Nevada? Who else we got in here? Rebecca. What's up, Rebecca? Let's go. Let's do it. I see y'all. I see y'all. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning. Let's go. Panama, okay. Nepal, Africa. A lot of love in the chat. I like it. All right, so clearly doing a giveaway today. That's going to be towards the end of the stream. We're going to focus on the most important thing, which is price action. We are now in August, first trading, actually August 1st was a Friday. First full trading week of August. A few things to be mindful of. Let's get some housekeeping things done first. Discord members, I haven't sent out a weekly forecast because I have kind of a neutral bias. I kind of want to let Monday's trading go by first before I come out with a strict bias, because should we leave a fair value gap on the daily chart, that's something I'll be observing. If we could get above it, use it as support, make a new all-time high. Not interested in picking a top, so I'm not saying this is the high in NASDAQ. I think a retracement is likely. I mean, we haven't had any meaningful retracement in this rally. And then on the weekly chart, we have this fair value gap here, and if we leave that open still, to me, I see that as that's still pretty bullish. So not interested in predicting a top in NASDAQ, but I'm still waiting for more information on the daily before I come out with key levels and new targets and all that good stuff. So give me until tomorrow to send that out. What else? I think that's really all I wanted to say. Obviously, thank you all for 20,000 subscribers. We're at 20,400 now. It's been a long time coming. I opened this YouTube channel with the goal of just wanting to edit videos. I love editing videos, putting stuff together, adding some background music to them, share my analysis to the 20 people who used to watch my videos when I first opened up, the channel. And to see it grow to over 20,000 and counting is pretty special. So that's all thanks to you guys. Very grateful for each and every one of you who subscribed, who have post notifications turned on, to everybody who tunes in on the regular. And I hope I'm bringing value to you in your trading journey, and trying to improve myself as well. So now let's get to it. Again, if you're just now joining, that giveaway is going to be towards the end of the live stream. I want to stay on till around 11. I really don't want to go on past that. So we should handle all our business by 11 o'clock, and then we'll go about our day. So NASDAQ daily chart here. We've already had a lot of movement pre-market. We have the opening bell in about 5 minutes, so I want to hurry up and get through this. But we've already expanded a lot here prior to 9:30. And if we go to a weekly chart, something that I'm watching is this up close candle on the weekly. I'm going to be watching that intraday to see if there's any sensitivity in that possibly taking us lower. If I do this. So the most sensitive part of a bearish order block, when it has a wick like this, is the low, that midpoint of the wick, and then obviously the opening price. So should we trade into that? Not saying that that's going to take us lower and then the high is in place longer term, but intraday, I'll be watching these levels to see if that has any willingness to take us lower. So that's something I'll be observing. So I'm going to annotate that with horizontal raise just because it's a little cleaner. And this is a weekly level. So this is something that is more likely to take a while to pan out. And then I'll go ahead and put on midpoint, which comes in at 70.25. All right, so I just have the low, that midpoint of the wick, and the opening price of that weekly level. Really, my focus is in the low intraday. I would doubt we'll reach up there for the morning session, but crazier things have happened. Back to a daily chart, we also have this inversion fair value gap. And there's a small little volume imbalance, so you would include all of that there. And then if you notice, midpoint of that inversion fair value gap lines up just about the low, that weekly order block. So I'm not going to keep that inversion fair value gap on my chart, but just know if we tag the low, that weekly order block, this inversion fair value gap here and this midpoint is something that I'll be making a note of. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. So a few things that I'm looking at here. Our opening price at midnight, especially if you're familiar with the channel, you already know that the midnight and 8:30 open are my two opening prices that I like to make reference of. And 8:30 there. All right, so here's how the stage is. Here's how I'm interpreting. We have the weekly order block, okay? Anywhere in this region, I'm watching to see if there's any sensitivity. Now, if we continue to expand higher right off the open, if I was trading today, obviously this is a tapering stream, but if I was pressing buttons today, this is a day where I wouldn't be interested in anything going long. Okay, I wouldn't be interested in buying anything up here. We've already expanded too much pre-market. We've already, as far as the range from this low to our current high, it's too rich in a premium. So what would I want to see to consider longs? Well, let's look at our opening range gap. So this is where we closed previous day's trading, which was Friday, and we're going to open around here. So for me to be interested in longs, I would want to see us gap higher, which is likely, very likely, and trade down into our opening range gap, reprice some of that in. That's offering a discount. I like to see us trade beneath the 8:30 open. That's offering a discount. I'm not requiring us to trade beneath the midnight open because that's quite a ways away from where we're at now, but I would at least like us to trade down beneath the beneath the 8:30 open or a portion of our opening range gap. If we get that, then if I was trading today, that's something that I'll look for to consider longs. If we just open at 9:30 and just rip higher and continuation trend higher, that would be a no trade day for me, or I'll just trade lunch when I find something else. But for now, we have 30 seconds until the open. So I'm going to be observing, and I don't have it on the chart, but the low, that order block on the weekly chart, I'm also watching the lower quadrant of the wick because it's a weekly level. I want to get really refined levels, so just kind of eyeballing it. The lower quadrant of that wick is about here in between these two. Let's do it. So let's take a quick glance at regular trading hours so we can see our opening range gap. So that's where we open. Now for longs, I would want to see us reprice in some of this large opening range gap. It's around 200 points. Any rally higher, continued rally higher, that would put me to the sidelines. I would just wait. So while that's going, let's take a look at S&P. We have this nice opening range gap from Friday. The Dow looking bullish as well. And again, I'm observing the low, that weekly order block, and eyeballing the lower quadrant. So my ideal scenario for anything going long, we open at regular trading hours here, and I'm making note of this short-term high. So my thought process is there's traders who are seeing this as resistance. So when we trade through that and we open here, they're seeing that as resistance turned support, or excuse me, yeah, resistance turned support. So a lot of times what I like to see, and this is something you could backtest on your own, is my thought process is there's traders who are trapped long once we open and trade one tick at the open, because they see as soon as we break out above this high, they want to go long because they're treating that as momentum. Okay, they want to go long as soon as we take out that high. So that's good for people who are looking to short and take us into a short-term discount, because you can sell their buy stops. You can sell what they're trying to buy, and there's a pairing of orders there. So as soon as we open and trade one tick, I'm seeing this as a lot of retail is now trapped long. So for higher prices, would I want to suggest run away? That can happen, and it does happen. But more times than not, I would like us to trip them in long, run it against them, offer smart money a discount, and then we get better pricing here, and then we rally. That's something you could back test on your own. Observe the liquidity that we engage right at the open and see how we take advantage of breakout traders. It's a nice study. Again, if you just joined the live stream, that giveaway will be towards the end of the stream. I don't know, maybe like around 10:30 or so. I don't plan on staying on past 11. So we got about an hour and a half, real quick, get in, get out. And then that'll be it. I'm going to take a quick glance at dollar index, see what that's looking like. So dollar index looking heavy, which is good, because if NASDAQ is looking bullish and ES and Dow looking bullish, ideally, not always, especially in a high resistance market, but ideally you would want to see dollar index move in the opposite direction of the indices. So we have a heavy dollar and bullish indices off the open. So there's symmetry there. Let's go ahead and drop down to a 1-minute chart. Should NASDAQ want to continue expanding higher without offering some measure of a discount, I'm looking at that rejection block, and then obviously the buy side above that high. But we're going to drop down to a 1-minute chart. These lows down here really have my interest, but not interested in picking a top. And as far as the economic calendar, I checked it this morning. I haven't really done anything trading related over the weekend. Was focused on getting rest, but as far as the economic calendar goes, we have a really light week. So last week, obviously, really heavy NFP, FOMC. It was just a very heavy week filled with high impact news drivers. But this week, we only have news on Tuesday and Thursday. So today, Wednesday, Friday, no news. It's pretty quiet. But in this day and age, every day has the potential for something to kick off, whether it's Trump related, tariff related. You know, it seems like every day somebody's speaking or somebody's tweeting, or, so even though the Forex factory isn't showing anything, volatility can come in at any time. Gonna go ahead and annotate that buy side should NASDAQ want to reach for that, because we're gonna stay on a 1 minute chart. Let's get this rejection block first. So now this rally here, if I was trading and pressing buttons looking for something to engage in, anything long in here, I'm not interested in. It has to offer a measure of a discount. I would want us to take out a short-term low. We'll have to do something other than just open at 9:30, trade higher. The only way I would want to participate in this if I'm already positioned pre-market, if I'm already long near 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, if I'm holding a position from London, then at this point in time, I'll be focused on taking partials, trailing my stop. But as far as opening a new position, once we're tagging buy side, trading into weekly levels, I prefer to be sidelined. In a lot of my trades, pretty much all of my trades, you see me shorting if we're in this much of a premium, and I'll treat this initial rally as a Judas swing. In the days where it's just higher, 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 I'll forfeit those days. Let's take a look at S&P. Very strong. It's 15-minute buy side. It's about right there in that rejection block. Dow has already, let me see, just taken out its buy side. So if Dow is taking out its buy side and S&P is approaching it as well, you can expect NASDAQ to follow suit. Just change this. $1.2 thousand viewers. That's crazy, huh? I don't know what our record is. This might be the highest. I'm not sure. We've hit 1,000 viewers a handful of times, but I don't know what the highest is. It might be today. I'm not sure. So again, none of this rally is for me. The way I see it, this move is for people who have been holding positions pre-market or leaving runners for London. But for me, trading after 9:30, given what we have, and then again our opening range gap, how it's just open higher, I wait. So there's that buy side, and then that midpoint of the wick on the weekly chart. We got our top chatters, our top fans in here. 225 XP, that's crazy. So last month was a good month. Personal target for this month is I'm going to try to aim for another 10K this week on my personal account. That's about 10% gain. Last month was my best month, and I want to see if I can match that or maybe go for 11, 12%. And without trying to be too active in the market, because it is August and the general rule of thumb is summer months can be a little bit more difficult. It's just a seasonal tendency kind of thing. So without trying to be too, not trying to overstay my welcome, I'll see if I can match that. So that should be fun. But we'll definitely try to lower my trade frequency and not try to do too much. What are you short after the 1 minute inversion fair value gap? I'm looking to see if this fails. Because if I'm bullish, my thought process is, okay, if we were looking, or let's say I was already long, this fair value gap, I would want to see if that can stay open, meaning I would treat that as a measuring gap or a breakaway gap. So if we trade through that and through its consequent encroachment and we just start breaching the low end of it, then what does that tell me? That we're not as bullish. First fair value gap. I've said it a lot already, but I don't really talk about the first presented fair value gap a lot because it's too much confusion when it comes to the first presented fair value gap, because every time I'm in a live stream, like people always ask, like, is this the first presented fair value gap? How are you drawing it? Are you drawing it with this candle? Are you using the volume imbalance? Is it this? Is it that? So just to keep it simple, just to remove all the guesswork and confusion, I don't refer to the first presented fair value gap anymore. I just trade price action. Now, if I enter a trade based on a fair value gap and it happens to be the first presented, then there it is. But it's not something that I focus on too much anymore. Giveaways towards the end of the stream. Still got a lot of time. Let's take a look at S&P. S&P strong, Dow hanging around its buy side. And I'll be keeping a close eye on the dollar index. Because if dollar index starts showing that it's not interested in going higher anymore, then that could possibly foreshadow NASDAQ getting weak. So let's go ahead and clear some of these levels off as we run through them. Buy side. See where we are on the daily chart. Look at this expansion. Right from our new week opening gap. That's nice. Trading View has a discount on premium. Really? Actually, I think I saw that. I think I saw what they were offering. So again, these inefficiencies and down close candles, I wouldn't, for me and personally my style, I'm not interested in engaging in any of that. And then a lot of people weren't here when I was outlining the levels, but what I'm looking at is this last up close candle. This is a weekly chart. I annotated the low, midpoint, and then the opening price here. Small little volume imbalance. That's also a new week opening gap. So these are what my 3 levels are anchored to. And I said I wasn't sure if we'll get that opening price. I didn't think it was likely, but seeing the expansion we're getting right after open, that's pretty nice. Algeria, from Jordan. Got people from all over the world today. I'm gonna put on that new week opening gap. Again, if you have settlement turned off, you can draw your new week opening gaps by using the separation between the closing price and opening price on the weekly chart. We might have to zoom out to a 5-minute chart. Nasdaq's getting nice expansion. From Pakistan. Who's from Mexico? Chicago. Ooh, Brazil. Shout out Brazil. Does ICT style apply to options? Pretty sure, yeah. He's talked about options this year and how to go about trading options. Can't remember what video that was. But I'm pretty sure ICT concepts is universal, but he's not really interested in crypto, so he hasn't said much about crypto, which I don't blame him. Mexico, Australia. That's crazy. That's why you gotta love trading, because it's just people from, like, literally you could be from anywhere. All you need is just a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. So keep a look on, or keep an eye on S&P. Every time I switch to the Dow, it always does a little lag. So the 3 averages still looking bullish. And let's go to DXY. It's going into more of a consolidation, but these equal lows is something I'm looking at for dollar. So as long as dollar index keeps looking bearish and other indices are looking bullish, then you just stick with that narrative. And should we rip through that old new week opening gap and through the opening price of that up close candle on the weekly chart, we're going to need some more targets. So let's zoom out. We have an imbalance here. Let's zoom out some more. Last 2 up close candles in that swing high. The low of that. Looks like NASDAQ just fell short of that. Let me look at the micro, because sometimes there's a little discrepancy between the micro and the mini. So I'll be flipping back and forth between these. So it just fell short as well. We had a few days like this last week where it was just, I feel like it was almost every day last week where it was just one directional straight off the open. And people who trade pre-market, like if you trade 8 a.m. or if you know, and that used to be there's a time in the Discord we used to trade pre-market. We would go from, I think like 8 o'clock to 9:30. And then holding those runners through the open was pretty fun. Being done with your trading by, 9 o'clock, and you just have a small little position running just in case the opening bell just really gets animated. That's kind of how last week has been. South Africa. We have a lot of people from South Africa who support the channel. That's what's up. So NASDAQ just fell short of that opening price. Dow's rotating lower a little bit, S&P as well. So with S&P and Dow, I'm watching to see if they make a higher high. If they fail to do so, then that's indicating possible weakness. Romania. Got people from all over. Oh yeah, y'all saw that? ICT is coming back September 5th. Or no, September 15th. It's been a while. I can remember last time he's been away from Twitter, because we know how he is. Most times when ICT says he's logging off of Twitter, it's 100 more tweets coming your way. But he actually took a break for a long time. Yeah, the trading community needs that confident, arrogant persona. Makes things real interesting. Oh, this is, you can't really see it, but that's the opening price of that closed candle. Let's go ahead because we're almost at that new week, and this is the old new week opening gap. But just highlighting some more targets. Should NASDAQ want to get up here? This is an hourly chart. I'm looking at your last two up close candles before we got, fix that, before we got this move lower. These last two up close candles, I'm using this one because it has the highest close. So these two consecutive, the low of that, should we want to reach it, that'll be my next focus. And then if we expand through that, then obviously buy side and so forth, so forth. But for now, so we're in that new week opening gap. Dow hasn't made a higher high, so I'm watching for potential SMT there without trying to pick a top. NASDAQ higher high and S&P higher high. So there's currently SMT. I'll be keeping my eye on Dow. If we take out this low, and if other markets start looking heavy, then to me that's impactful. But until then, I wait. I like the bodies there, that's nice. Because a lot of people ask, do I use SMT? Do I use SMT? I only look at SMT at key levels, and that's kind of how ICT's taught it. I think it was his core content when he was teaching ICT back in like he was teaching SMT back in 2016 or so. He teaches SMT is only important if, one, there's narrative. There has to be a reason for SMT to form. It's kind of something you should be anticipating at a key level. So I don't require SMT in my trades, but if we're at a key level, like the opening price of that weekly candle or an old new week opening gap, that's when I'll look at Dow and I'll look at ES. And if I notice there's a difference in the highs, to me that has more relevance. But looking at SMT at every single low, every single high, like I'm not looking for any SMT unless one of my key levels are within reach. Market maker series, that's what it was. Because I had to pretty much expect somewhat of a reversal from a key area, then I'll look at SMT. Because if, let's say, for instance, I'm looking for a reversal at that new week opening gap. That's when I'll compare the highs in NASDAQ to ES to Dow, whatever. Some people use the dollar index. I don't when it comes to SMT. Or down here, let's say we had a key level. Okay, let's say we had a new week opening gap or whatnot. If I'm already expecting a reversal from here, that's when I'll start comparing the lows. I'll be looking at these lows, then I'm looking at the lows in ES and Dow. Not looking for SMT, just look for SMT, but if I'm already expecting a reversal, then that's when it's impactful. So you have a key level that you're already observing, and what's the narrative? Are you looking for higher prices? Are you looking for a run on buy side? If that's the case, then once we get down here, that's when I'm flipping through and I'm comparing, but I don't look for SMT every 10 seconds, it has to make sense. Beautiful rally from the open. Where we open at 9:30. The opening range just ended, so that's about 150 points within the first 30 minutes of open. It's pretty good. All right, I think it's time to send out the giveaway link. Now, I've never done this before, but I've studied a few of Tanya's streams, and I think I got the method down. So let me try this out here. Let me see. Let's see how I can do this. All right. See if we can get this without any problems here. All right, so I just sent, if you check the pinned message, there's a link that will take you to a Google Doc. We're going to do the giveaway in about 30 minutes because you have to be signed into your Google account or whatever to fill out, to enter your name and all that stuff. So 15 to 30 minutes, I'm going to let all the responses get in there, but check the comments of this live stream, the pinned comment. You can enter the giveaway, type in your first name, your YouTube username, your email, and then we'll get all those submissions. It's at 140, 150 right now, 170. So we'll get that going in about 15 minutes. So what time is it? 10:02. We'll say 10:15. We'll get that going. That filled up really fast. I'm surprised. Giving away 3 Apex accounts, Apex evals, any account size, live on this stream. And then tomorrow, for Discord members only, I'm giving away 2 more eval accounts randomly to people who are only in the Discord. That giveaway is going to be tomorrow morning. So if you're already in the server, we're going to start the stream. It'll be a regular start time. We'll just do it towards the end like we're doing today. And then we're also giving away 3 lifetime spots, lifetime access to the server, and a private mentorship slot as well. So NASDAQ still looking strong. We've had quite the rally right off the open. Look at that. Isn't that something? S&P, Dow, all those markets are way above their respective buy side. We may have to get even more targets if NASDAQ gets through that order block. Might have to go to a daily chart. Dubs, big dubs. Shout out to all the subscribers. 20,000. Man, it's crazy. We'll do that giveaway in about 10 minutes. Let everybody sign into their Google account so they can fill out the form, make it fair for everybody. Oh, let me see. I don't even have the random generator pulled up. Let's see. Okay, probably should have tested this before the stream, but I think I got it figured out. Hopefully. I wish there's more to talk about in terms of price action, but it's really just been straight up from the opening bell. It's one of those days. It's kind of been the case last week as well. There's not much going on other than just ramming into premium arrays and buy side. Do you listen to any kind of music while tape reading? I used to before I started streaming. That's kind of one of the things I miss about live streaming, and I think live streamers don't talk about it enough, is that trading when it's just you, like, it's a lot more fun and relaxing as far as you get to play music. You can, just have some vibes going, whatever. But if you're streaming, you kind of have to take all that stuff away. For one, there's like copyright and whatnot, and then two, like, you have to keep professional and whatever. But if I wasn't streaming, I would definitely, and I've done it before when I used to trade Forex, blowing accounts and stuff. Isn't that ironic? Blowing accounts, going crazy while playing some smooth jazz. Wild times. But I think it's definitely relaxing. But it has to be like an instrumental. I can't have like lyrics while I'm trading because it'll probably throw my focus off. I can't listen to hip hop, R&B while I'm pressing buttons. It has to be just jazz or lo-fi or something. I'm telling you, back in my Forex days, blowing FTMO accounts left and right, man, I got tears on the side of my cheeks while I got Frank Sinatra in my ear. What a time to be alive. It was crazy. Oh, blowing accounts to Marvin Gaye, that's a different kind of pain right there. That's main character energy right there. That's rough. I'm trading London. I'm in Central Time. I'm trading London, blowing accounts, and I got Marvin's Room playing. Came a long way. What time is it? We got 5 minutes. Let's check. We have how many submissions? Let's see. Oh my goodness. 892 submissions. So not to have anybody feeling discouraged or anything, but let's see the odds. Let's see the odds. 1 divided by 900. A 0.1%. 0.11%. We'll get started with that in like 5 minutes or so. Expectations for the 2025 ICT mentorship. Who knows what he's coming out with? It's exciting though. I don't know. It'll probably just be more of the same. Like he's been introducing some new things. He's been doing like reviews, kind of like market reviews. That's what I'm expecting. But who knows? I think he always has, those tricks up his sleeve. So I think it'll be exciting. Again, if you just tuned in, fill out that form that's pinned in the chat room. We're starting that giveaway in about 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll get that going. Do you have to be present to win? Nah. If your information is already submitted in the Google Forms and you have your email in there, I'll probably just email you the code if you had to leave. All right, so Nasdaq's kind of hanging around his new week opening gap. That low, the hourly order block, is not far away, just fell short of that S&P. Compared to the other two indices, Dow looks the weakest. So that's something to keep an eye out. If Dow starts taking out lows with some meaningfulness, I think that might be pretty influential. Let's look at gold. I haven't looked at gold in a while. Gold looks like it may be wanting to do something. $10.14. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. I got my stack of cards with me. I used to not be able to shuffle, but having a deck of cards with you at your trading desk, you learn how to shuffle a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's do the giveaway. Let's get a few more targets, because if Nasdaq runs through that order block, we're going to need some more targets. we're just gonna put the buy side all the way up here. And this is an hourly chart. So we'll just get that going. All right. Let me see if I can switch tabs here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. So 1,026 responses. And let me switch this over. Bear with me. I'm finding it. All right. Let's see. Come on, Tremaine, just like you practiced, right? Okay. Let's check it out. Here we go. So let's get it. 1,000 responses. I think I linked it right. Boom. So we should have, yeah, well over 1,000. Did I see Sims? We have the same last name. Dominique wins because we have the same last name. So we have 4 more accounts to get. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. Who just popped in there last minute? Oh. All right, that's it. We're gone. I'm sure there's a quicker way to do this. Hold on. Wait. There we go. All right. Boom. How I do this? There we go here, right? Boom. There we go here. And I watched Tanya stream. It takes a little while to paste. I studied. Boom. There. Holy crap. All right. 1,053 entries. Here we go. This is for the first Apex eval. Let's get it. That's actually insane. I should have done the names. Huh? All right, that's the first winner, but I should have copied and pasted the names. But let me write that down. J, I'm not even gonna try to say that. That looks like a spam email, but you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna write it down and I'll search it later. Okay. All right. So that's one. We'll do 2 right here. Gotcha, man. Lock in. Oh my goodness. Here we go. First names. There we go. That's a little better, huh? First names makes more, or usernames makes more sense. The T's was crazy, huh? My bad. All right, here we go. Can't dox myself. My bad, my bad. I saw a comment that said a comment said first names is probably not good because there may be duplicate names, so I had to hurry up and close that out. Okay. My bad. We're good. We're good. All right, so I got the YouTube names copied. Boom. Boom. All right, for real this time. All credit to Tanya. I don't know how she's clearly had more practice. Here we go. Bam. Phil trades. Mr. Phil. Do we have Mr. Phil in the chat? Shout out Mr. Phil. Oh, there he is. He's in the chat room. Let's go. Out of 1,000 people, shout out to Mr. Phil. I'll send you an email after the stream. Now, it's tradition on the channel. Every now and then we would do, well, let me say it like this. Us live streamers, we get a lot of critique. Us live streamers, we get a lot of judgment. You know, there's always a lot of eyeballs on us when we press buttons and takes trades. So every now and then, I like to have somebody from the chat come on and openly share their position if they're in a trade or planning on opening a trade. I like for them to share their stop loss, the exact price. I like for them to share their entries, and we put their trade on the screen. So we gave away 2 accounts here live on stream. I'm giving away 3 total, along with some Discord access. So what we're gonna do is, if there's a soldier out there, if there's a trader who's confident in their ability to read price, if there's a trader who is planning on executing a trade, I need your stop loss and your TP. If your TP hits, you will win the giveaway. If your stop loss gets hit, we go to the next person. So I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat by random. I'm just gonna scroll. Rules, you can't already be in a trade. If you're already in a trade down here, you already won. But if you're planning on opening a new position, if you have a pending order, I need prices. So I'm reading the chat. I see a lot of people saying me, but I need prices. I need stop loss this price, TP this price. And I need your entry. So that's how we're gonna do the last giveaway. And we're gonna watch whoever's trade, the chosen one. We're all gonna watch it together. We're gonna be rooting for him or her. And that's how we're gonna do it. So let's go. Everybody's saying me, but I need numbers. I need numbers. Okay, first one I see. Stop loss at, entered at CE of rejection wick. I don't know what rejection wick is. Okay, there we go. Day buy, I don't see your stop loss. I need 3 numbers. Oh my goodness. I'm letting everybody get their submissions in here before I pick. I'll let everybody type and I'll just scroll and pick one at random. All right, here we go. First one I see, LA Blues with the little heart icon. Entry is at 23,140. 23,140. I think you're already in a trade. All right, here we go. I think we got one. All right, who is that? 20 points, 40 points. Yad Schwan, I got you. I got you. So Yad Schwan's trade, he says entries at 23,250, 20-point stop loss, 40-point take profit for the last Apex account. There's no break evens, there's no cutting it early, it's just TP or stop loss. Mr. Yad is our live streamer for the day. A lot of eyes on you, 1.3 people watching. It doesn't look like the chat has too much faith in you at the moment. Can he be a hero today? So you want to be a live streamer. Let's see. Chat's not looking too faithful. It seems like he's fading the chat. It's a lot of pressure here. This is my favorite part of the public streams, just seeing the chat and what they see and seeing how everybody's reacting to somebody else's trade. Mr. Yaz said he doesn't trade ICT, just price action. Okay, so we have a non-ICT trader on the screen right now. That's what's up. What y'all thinking? How y'all feeling, chat? Is it gonna be a dub, or is it looking questionable? It's right at his entry. I'm not giving my opinion. I'm neutral. Maybe. I see some maybes. Somebody said he's cooked. Tim says Jason. Els. Somebody said it's a little shaky. He's chopped. So if he pulls this off, he faded, by the looks of it, the whole chat. Interesting. Interesting. When we give away the, because this is the last Apex, assuming he wins, this is the last Apex giveaway. Once we do the Discord giveaways, I'm going to refresh the submissions and add new ones. Because I'm sure there's a lot more people who added their name. Most ICT traders just sell courses and collect emails. I'm not collecting none of y'all's email. After this live stream, I'm deleting all that. I don't want any. Trust me, I do not want your information. I'm good. Y'all can keep it. I don't need your email for anything. The email is just so I can send you your code or whatever. Uh-oh. A little bit of a consolidation, but Mr. Yad is in profit. Trust me, you will not get no spam from me. Trust. I don't have time for that. I don't have any newsletters and none of that. The suspense, where that's that old Newick opening gap. The chat didn't believe in him at first. Now, if the trade doesn't pan out, if it doesn't hit TP, then we'll just give away that count with a random generator. But if Mr. Yad pulls it off, he's our hero for the day. Again, we're not doing any break evens. I don't care if you move your stop to break even. It's stop loss or TP. That's how we rolling. How's the chat feeling? How we feeling about Mr. Yad's trade? I feel like some people are maybe getting swayed a little bit. Maybe some people are turning into believers. Maybe some people are buying right now. Maybe there's some people out there who wouldn't touch this with a 20-foot pole. Time limit is 10:45. We're not gonna be in this trade till 11 o'clock. We got 12 minutes, 12 candlesticks, and we just gonna, if it don't hit by then, we just calling it an L. I'm sorry, but the show must go on. So back to his entry. To join the giveaway, if you just joined the stream, click the link pinned in the chat room. It'll take you to a Google form. Fill out that quick form, takes 10 seconds, and then your name will be popped into the random name generator. We got 10 minutes. And the suspense is good on this one. What are you eating? I'm not. These are cards. I'm shuffling a deck of cards. Whenever I'm just watching price and it's kind of taking its time, I like to play with my fidget cube or a fidget spinner, deck of cards, some poker chips. See you, Peter. Have a good one. 9 minutes left on the clock. Or we're just going to have to mark this up as an L. Had to put a time stop on it. Just play suspenseful music. I wish I had that ready. All right, a little bit of drawdown for Mr. Yad. Hope I'm saying that name right. But don't lose faith, brother. Stay strong. What time is it? 38. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Let me switch this real quick. Whoops. My bad. It's doing something. Let's take a look at S&P and Dow, see what they got going on. S&P, little consolidation, slowly trotting higher. The Dow trotting higher as well, although it's not the cleanest delivery. NASDAQ is more sideways. What do you think about the 2025 mentorship? I like it. I mean, the 2025 mentorship that ICT is doing, like it hasn't been a lot of new material. It's been a lot more like him explaining his trades, doing like reviews of the morning session and teaching a few new things along the way. But I think the 2023, 2024 mentorship playlists have been more like teaching. Right now he's kind of just, it's just a lot more like reviews. Like he's not really introducing anything new per se. But I like it. Anything on ICT's YouTube channel, like I'm a fan. All right, 5 minutes. We're going to have to mark this up as an L if it doesn't get going. 5 candlesticks. 3 minutes. Racing against the clock. Two minutes. Ran out of time. 2 minutes, y'all. It's gotta go. We don't got time to waste. Minute 30. We don't need any retracements right now. "60 seconds. It's gotta be this candlestick. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be. "40 seconds. It's teasing. We got 20 seconds on the clock. This is the last hope right here. Should we let him keep going or what? Or are we giving the count to somebody else? Extra minute. All right. There it goes. 30 seconds late, but you know what? Mr. Yad was a great sport. Dubs in the chat for Mr. Yad. Nobody believed in him. The chat was saying he was cooked, he was chopped. They was calling it a gamble, and he pulled it off, fading the chat. Mr. Yad, you were our live streamer for the day. Congratulations. I'm not sure if you entered the giveaway. I'm gonna search the Google Doc to see if your email is in there. I'll email your code to access whatever Apex eval account size you want for free. Congratulations, brother. I don't think that could have went any better. Great trade. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat. Congratulations. Let me write that down. Mr. Yad, if you didn't already fill out the Google form, fill it out. Make sure you type your email correctly, and I'll get that email to you after the stream. Nice work. All right, we got 2 more giveaways to do. It's almost 11 o'clock. Again, I don't want to really be on past 11. That's all the Apex evals. Again, we're giving away 2 more Apex accounts, any size, tomorrow in Discord only. So if you're in the Discord, you already have a ticket. You already have a chance of winning. If you're not in there, you have until tomorrow morning, 9:15. We're going to do the giveaway at the end of our private live stream tomorrow. And we're going to give away 2 more Apex accounts. Now, let's go ahead and refresh the submissions. I'm sure we had a lot more added. All right. Filled in the form. Okay. Oh, now people are gonna act like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's probably gonna be like 100 different yads in the Google form now. Y'all are messy. I can't with y'all. I'm gonna find a way to. Oh, you can't. If only YouTube had like a direct message thing. Who's the real Mr. Yad? We will never know. We will never know. Okay, actually, I think I see it. 9:47. I got you. I see your email. There's only one. There is none created after that. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and switch tabs here. I'm gonna Mr. Yad, just confirm that your email ends in a 0. Just type in the chat to confirm that for me. I'm sure that's you. But let's go ahead and give away these other accounts so we can wrap this up. Okay, here we go. Should see my screen. Cool. Got it. Got it. All right. We're just gonna copy all of these. Whoops. Now bear with me, y'all. I haven't used Google Slides, Google Sheets in forever. Okay, we have to remove this. Delete all that. Paste. Let it do its thing. Boom. All right, here we go. This is for the first lifetime access to the Discord. Let me help your odds a little bit. Boom, you're welcome. Let's get it. Sayon. Got you. Boom. We're giving away 3 on stream. At first I said 2, but there's a typo in my tweet and I accidentally put 3. So I guess we're giving away 3 lifetime slots. Who we got? Alizar. And one more, last one for lifetime access. Actually, we're doing 2 more because we got the mentorship one. What we got? to excellently. Excellently. All right, so you three, Sayon, Alazar, excellently. You guys have won lifetime access to the server. Oh, we have them in the chat. There we go. Lifetime access to the Discord server. I will email you an invite link, and then I'll grant you the lifetime access role. So you'll be in the live streams forever. You'll have full access. All of you guys will have full access to the webinars, all the educational material, our New York ATM model that we use every morning, all the good stuff and new things that are to come to the server. You guys are in there for life, forever and ever. So congratulations. That's the real steal, if I'm being honest with you. And now we have one more giveaway. This is for the private mentorship. Okay, I do have a little I used to do mentorships, like one-on-one teachings, and I used to do Zoom calls with traders and get them on the right track to profitability. And during that time, I would send out lecture videos, and we would cover things such as bias. We would cover top-down analysis. We'll give you some models to work with. Basically, everything I would have wanted as a trader when I was coming up, I put that in a mentorship. So while I don't do one-on-ones anymore, the mentorship includes all of the lectures and quizzes and things I was giving to my mentorship students when I was doing one-on-ones. And that's how I created the mentorship. If I was going back 3 years from now, what would I want in a mentorship? What did I need? What do I think is crucial to an upcoming trader? So that's what's included. And let's find who that is. TanFX16. TanFX16, write that down. Congratulations. You have won the 8-week mentorship series. I'll send you a code via email for 100% off of that. That is all for the giveaways. This was a lot of fun. Not the cleanest giveaway. And look at Yad's trade. Look at that. He faded the whole chat. I'm calling y'all out. None of y'all believed in him except for maybe a few. They was all saying he was cooked, stop loss above relative equal highs. And it was 30 seconds late, but the chat said let it run. And then he got a nice exit. Nice work. That was fun. What time we got? 10:54. We're going to go ahead and log off. Again, I'm giving away 2 more accounts tomorrow morning in Discord only. Join the server. We have a lot of fun in there. It's not a trade copying service. I have to say that because as the channel grows, as we get bigger, there's a lot of people who just want to join the server just to copy the trades and pass their combines. Join to learn. Okay, I lose trades. I win trades. I have no trades days. I'm not perfect, but we're all learning together. We're all getting better. I'm trying my best to improve other traders, get you guys on the right path to profitability in the way that I think is the right way, which is with discipline, with sound money management, and just removing your emotions from trading. That's what our server is about. Obviously, we live stream. I trade. You'll see my entries on the screen, all that good stuff. But there's other tools in there, webinars. We have our ATM model, which I think you'll fall in love with. It's something we've been using for the past few months. And it's just a party in there. We have a lot of fun. It's no funny business. The Discord isn't fancy, isn't flashy. It just has what you need, and then you go about your day. So this is a lot of fun. Thank you so much again for 20,000 subscribers. Super grateful. I had a lot of fun with you all on stream today. I'm not sure when our next live stream publicly will be. I'll send out that August schedule. I know I'm a few days late on that, but I'll send that out either today or tomorrow. Just give me some time. And you guys can look at that to see when I'll come back out here publicly. And we'll do another one of these. So thank you all again for 20,000 subscribers. I think this live stream was a massive success. A lot of fun. And shout out to Mr. Yad again, our live streamer for the day, catching a nice dub on stream in front of thousands of people. That's pretty fun. So I think that's all for this one. Love y'all, man. It's been real. It's been fun. Discord members, we're live trading, pressing buttons tomorrow morning, 9:15. And I'll also be giving away those 2 other accounts tomorrow morning. YouTube family and everybody who subscribed, thank you. Thank you. I love you. It's been a lot of fun. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. All right. Peace.